squad over there.
It was a naked lady on his boat.
I want to see.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you know who it is. It's the big guy with the little show, man, with the little show. Yes, indeed. This is Live and Loud with the Lord on the CMS network. And just my little podcast, and I'm doing what I do. And we have some great individuals that are here today, and we're going to talk about their new project. They have an amazing EP out. And they're doing work. We've had them on the show before, but they're back again to talk about this new project. And it's a dope project, man. It sounds great. The music's great. The vocals are great. Just all around, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have two members of Collective Insanity, Mr. Jack Coleman and woo-wee, that man on the guitar, man. Look at him. He's always so calm and stoic. Look at him. We're going to try to get him to smile and talk about it a little bit more. But Mr. Mikey Black, ladies and gentlemen, let's clap it up for these guys. Collective Insanity, yes indeed. Thank you guys for being here, man. Much love, much love. So, once again, I know I asked these questions the last time, but it's always my first two questions. Where are you guys from?
Where you from, Jack?
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Nice. I am from small town Wingate, North Carolina.
Wingate, okay. So, what's the best thing about being from there?
It's small. There's not much to do, but also a lot to do. I spend a lot of times getting lost in the woods and give my mom a heart attack if I wouldn't come home on time, or finding those other weirdos that live close by to go play music and cause some shenanigans, maybe throw some firecrackers in the park. And it's about as exciting as it got.
All right, what's up with Charlotte, man? Charlotte's a happening spot, though. What's the deal? It's a happening city, right?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of cute girls.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, dude, you're a cute girl, man. This is my baby right here.
All right, man. Don't you get yourselves in trouble, man. All right. So let's get into it, man. So the new EP, Hidden Agony. I love the cover art. So give us some insight on the message for this new EP.
Insight on the message. Well, I think it kind of stems from the band name Collective Insanity. I don't think any of us are certifiably insane, though I do have questions about our singer from time to time. I don't know. It's kind of that, I guess, cliche, like metalcore kind of deal. Like everyone's kind of got their struggles and shit that they're going through, and not everyone really talks about it, or it's kind of a stigma to not talk about it, especially when you're a young man in America these days. So we try to bring that out through music, like probably most musicians do. So, and to be 100% honest, the singer kind of came up with the name and we just rolled with it. So
yeah, there was no talk about it beforehand. It was just like, hey, what do you want the name to be? He's like, this, and I'm like, okay, that's it.
So who did the artwork?
A guy named, Justin.
Justin did? Okay, gotcha.
I don't know his last name. Campbell?
Oh, Justin. So Justin did that?
Yeah, Justin.
Justin did it?
From No Power.
Yeah. Okay, no doubt. I like that, man.
He did the artwork and he mixed the EP.
Really?
And he's gonna be we're gonna be working with him for a while, hopefully. And we're in our next EP coming up here soon.
Got you. Well, I call him Just Nice, man, because he is just nice.
Dude, he's the nicest dude ever, man.
That's my guy on all levels. He is, man. That's my dude, man. Most definitely. So, what was the process of deciding to do an EP other than like a full length album or just a single?
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, well, so I usually tend to be the more business person when it comes to these decisions. And, I was like, we got to release just one single at a time. We got to time it out. We got to have a schedule, do this, that, and the other.
Right.
And as we all just kind of collabed and worked together, it was was just a process of, well, we have these 4 songs, they're done.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really, well, it's not that we don't care, but it's like, if we have it, then let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
Like all our old like favorite bands and like, you know, the 90s, early 2000s, like before the online culture and you had Spotify and
Right.
music and all that stuff, it was here's our EP or here's an album. So we were like, we got 4 songs, let's make an EP and put it out there, see what happens.
All right, no doubt, man, because you know things have kind of changed. You know how we used to do stuff back then, just like single and another single or whatever until you put the album out. But hey, man, you're doing what you're doing. So, what do you believe is the uniqueness of Collective Insanity that allows you to stand out from everybody else?
For one, we don't use auto-tune.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't use auto-tune. We use all real instruments. We don't use any programmed. Well, except Dylan. But he makes all his program stuff. It's not like, yeah, just like that.
I think it's kind of refreshing because we take that early 2000s metalcore that we like as far as the guitars and the drums go. Really try to bring it back to heavy riffs, but it's not so drop tuned and chuggy. Like it's still very intricate and fun to play. And then Braden comes in, DJ King Rash, and he's got rap. He can sing. He can scream.
Right.
He can spit melodies for days. It's just fun, especially in Charlotte, where it's a lot of. It seems where every band after the other is just let's get as heavy as we can get. We're more so we're heavy, but we're still going to keep it melodic and kind of bring it back to like that early 2000s. Like I said, some Avenged Sevenfold, Trivium, and some people call it butt rock, but like Atreyu, Bullet for My Valentine.
Right.
Even throw in a little more death metal, pulling from like Children of Bodom, In Flames, Gates, and just mashing it all together and seeing what happens.
Got you. Hey, love, man. Because I have a few questions about that a little bit later on. But is the lineup still the same?
Yes.
Everybody's still the same guy. All right. It's beautiful that you guys still doing it. So I really love the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said we made a blood pact, so if anyone pops out, they die instantly.
Yep. There's no leaving.
That's beautiful, man. It's great to hear, to be honest with you. It's great to hear, to be honest with you. So I really love the mixture of elements you guys have, which you were just kind of talking about. So from hardcore to melodic to hip hop, how easy or difficult has it been to incorporate all these different sounds?
Honestly, extremely easy. I think we're all so like well versed, and every last one of us, if you put on one of our Spotify playlists, it's all over the place. Like for me, it can go from Black Dahlia Murder to Taylor Swift in the next song. Like it's all music to me at the end of the day. So
that's right. No genre snobbing. I love it. That's
I feel like we're all the same way, except for maybe not as extreme on the Taylor Swift side, which breaks my heart sometimes when I want to sing along and no one else does. But
we'll do I Prevailed it and do a Taylor Swift cover.
They might have.
Hey man, love Taylor Swift.
That's how they got famous.
But it's not hard, because we all, not to toot our own horns, but we're pretty good at what we do. So if I have an idea, it's very easy for the other guitar player to pick up on it, or vice versa.
Right.
Jack is, phenomenal drummer, so he can lay down beats for days. And then Rash is just a madman. Like when we started writing the album, the first song I brought to him, I was just like, yeah, I'm thinking the lyrics should kind of go like this and have this flow. And he's just like, no, stop. I'm like, what? Why? And he shows me a page of just full lyrics that he was just scribbling the whole time. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool.
So he had the vibe of it, yeah.
Oh yeah. So
we have nothing to do with what lyrically goes on. We just let him do his thing. He comes up with the song titles.
Can't even try.
No.
So great. So that's where it's segueing. Beautiful segue. So as far as song ideas, is it one main person, or do you guys create as a collective? Because you say you bring certain things. Does King do all of the lyrics, and you guys just let him write and do what he does?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's probably the only thing that's completely autonomous is him doing the lyrics and creating the melody and his rapping and whatever else.
Yeah. But the music wise though, do you guys as the actual musicians, drummer, guitarist, you guys bring ideas to it, like, hey, this is what I have, and check this out, and let's do,
As far as right now, yes. For these 4 songs on the EP, it's kind of a blend of the two. 2 of the songs I wrote like full guitars for,
Right.
Because it was just me and Jack hanging out recording music before the other guys came along.
Awesome.
The other 2 songs Jack wrote, but he's not quite as good as a guitar player, so he had like the real good skeleton scratch guitars, and then me and Rich sat down with it and we're like, oh, well, maybe if you just kind of tighten this up and like add these notes, take away some of this fluff, and like tighten it up, kind of deal. That's how it worked.
Yeah.
But
awesome, man.
Moving forward now is our email inboxes are constantly just ding, 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 like sending ideas back and forth. Copy paste.
Oh man, being a creator. Look, the creative juices are flowing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. So let's talk about the track listing. So first one, Middle Fingers Up. So I love the energy of this song. So what does it mean and do for you? Just that energy. What does it do for you? I know what it does for me when I hear.
I've been talking a lot, Jack.
For me, MFU, honestly, whenever I think about someone I just don't like, I just think about putting my middle finger in their face and saying, can we cuss on this? Is that okay?
Of course, man.
I just think about saying, fuck you, man. That's the kind of vibe I get, like not caring, not giving a shit at all.
Man, I mean, it's like I know somebody you're related to that has that same kind of...
Same message.
But yeah, man, no, it's a great song, man. And you guys, and was that the first one you guys did? That's when you did the video for?
I think that's the first one we slapped a gold sticker on and called it done.
Okay.
Ammunition was the first song me and Mikey ever jammed together.
Oh, really? Okay. We'll get to that in a second. So, Molly Wop. So, to me, my personal opinion of it, so it has a punk feel to me. I don't know if it does or not. It has a punk feel to me. So, was the direction, was this direction, or did it just happen organically? Was this the direction? I'm sorry.
You wrote that one, Jack.
Well, originally I was listening to, I'm a huge, like #1 fan of Iron Maiden. So originally I was listening to Iron Maiden and I was like, I want to keep the essence of what Iron Maiden was doing, not get but make it just a little bit heavier, something maybe, hopefully what I was shooting for was something new, but kind of Maiden-y. And that's just kind of what I came up with. Okay. It had like the gallop to it. I was looking for a song with a gallop to it.
Right. So that was my thing. It just had so Mikey, of all people, I thought that you would have probably, being with the feelings, I was just like, this is Mikey's all on, all over this. But mind you though, you did do the guitars and stuff on it also. So it's got you all over it also. And I didn't know if you had any influences from that or not. But to say that Jack came up with that, man, you guys are just rolling, man. Right. So the creative juices once again are truly flowing, man. I love it. So as you were just speaking about, so Ammunition, so that hits me immediately and has a nice drive to it. So those hardcore vocals sounds like I might not know who that is. So what's the message with this song, and who was that?
Who was it?
Who's doing with the vocals, the hardcore vocals? Who was that?
That was Braden.
Really?
Yeah.
So who I thought that was, right?
No.
I thought it was Big Dirty.
No.
I really thought that was Big Dirty.
Oh, my dad.
Yes. I thought that was him because it sounded familiar to me.
So the only thing, my father is featured on the album. The beginning of MFU, that backwards talk, that's my father saying some weird, I don't remember what he was saying.
When he was trying to track backup vocals and he messed up.
Yeah, and then we reversed it and put it at the beginning.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's Braden on the hardcore vocals though.
Yeah.
Love, man. Yeah. I like that a lot, man. It sounds, once again, man, these songs are amazing, man. They sound great. So Bayamba. Am I saying that right? Bayamba.
That's a chapter.
Actually my favorite on the EP. That's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
So what does Bayamba mean, man?
Bayamba is what happens when you play in a punk rock and roll band for 10 years And 5 years in, you write this metalcore riff, and you're like, man, this is the most badass riff I've ever written.
Really?
I don't ever get to use it. And then 5 years later, here it is.
Wow.
Lyrically, I'm not too sure. It's
about,
honestly kind of silly. It's about a Japanese sumo wrestler. So,
Okay.
but the riff is something I wrote like years ago, and finally got a chance to lay it down and find people that were willing to play it with me. So
what the lyrics of that song, well, me and Braden were talking about it, and he had something in his head about what he experienced when he was younger. He experienced some very, can I say it? Like he experienced people burning. Like,
Okay.
I don't know. He told me a story about he experienced that, something like that. So that song's actually about like that experience that he had. And
now the lyrics make sense.
And I think he also incorporated talking about hell or something like that in that song. It was just him getting like that, I think, that feeling of what he experienced out of him. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. So the title is a Japanese sumo wrestler just because it sounds funny, but lyrically it's pretty dark, like the darkest song on the album for sure.
So Braden was the one he wrote. He like, so he wrote the lyrics for the song.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Hey man, but once again, I love all the songs. There's no doubt I wouldn't lie to you if I didn't like them. I'd be like, hey guys, hey man, we just. But no, there's no doubt, man. You guys just have a great vibe, and that is my favorite song. I like them all. There's no doubt. You know, I like them all. MFU, I was just like, yeah, I want to throw my middle fingers up. I feel it, man, and I could just picture everybody out there in the crowd really getting into it and doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Every time in the studio, I'm like, this is the part where people are just going to
yes.
It's going to be big, man.
Yes, indeed. Awesome, man. So, you guys did a show at Ground Zero in Spartanburg, which has always been an amazing venue. I've performed there a few times. So what was your experience like performing there recently?
It was pretty grand. It was amazing. Coming in, like playing with all these bands that we hadn't played with before, and being a new venue we hadn't played at for the opening band. So kind of expected maybe a few people will show up. We'll play in front of some of the other band members. And that'll be about it. But we had a great crowd. Like there was a lot of people
like
in
60,
the room.
60, 70.
Yeah,
something like that.
Decent crowd for our like 10th show.
Yeah.
People were moving, having a good time. A lot of people took some like good pictures of us that we didn't even ask for. Like,
Paul, my man Pete. Yeah, Paul.
All got some.
Paul,
a few other ladies got some. Like even like just yesterday, I'm still getting Facebook notifications of some photographer that was there taking photos of us. The sound guy knows what he is doing. Like that was.
He's awesome, dude. He was cool as hell.
Like, enough to have like, stage left guitar, but blended enough with the stage right guitar, and like mixed cross monitors, and everything was just.
He was very, very professional. Like, like I felt like I was on like a big stage. Whenever he was getting up there, he's like, "All right, guys, take your stage," and all this stuff. And it felt very, very professional. I felt really cool.
So he was a house guy?
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't come with one of the other bands. He was the actual house guy.
He's really good.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I also had a pretty cool experience at Ground Zero. This little kid walked up to me and asked me to sign some sticks for him and give him sticks and take a picture with him. It was pretty surreal.
Hey, man, it's gonna listen. The more you guys are out there bringing good music to the masses, the more that's going to happen, man. It's just going to be a norm, man. I mean,
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, Mikey probably already knows.
He's a ladies' man, dude.
Yeah, we know Mikey is signed. Well, I'm not going to say that. Mikey's still with your girl and everything. So we're not going to talk about anything before your girl. But it was before her, man. It's all love, man. I'm sure she understands. She didn't find you under a rock. You were out there really rocking.
Different type of rock.
But it's all love, man. So I want to ask. I want to go back to the artwork. So the guy standing there and then looking. So he's just looking at himself. Is that what it is? And where he can see it. Nobody else can see it, but he can see the real him there. So Yeah, so that's what he was trying to portray.
Yeah. So originally we were thinking like, oh, I was sitting down with Justin and talking about like, hey, how are we gonna portray collective insanity? Like, we didn't know how to do it yet. So, but the first thought was a straitjacket. So we're like, we gotta have a guy with a straitjacket.
Right.
And he sends me a sketch like the next day. He's like, oh, I got ideas, man, ideas, and sends me a picture of a guy or a sketch of a guy staring into a mirror.
Right.
I was like, dude, that's awesome. And I was like, go with it. And he sent me like a different version of it. I was like, dude, you want to know what would be cool? If there were like demon hands coming out of the fire, grabbing him and like coming through. And then, so I showed them when we were about to release the album, because we didn't have a title for the album until like 3 days before we released it. I came to Brady. I was like, so what's the title going to be? And he looked at the album, and with the whole concept of looking in the mirror at yourself, it's hidden agony, the fire, the demons, your inner demons type stuff.
Right.
So that's how we came up with the title. Is the artwork. So the artwork came before the title, which is weird.
But he was able to pull from that, man.
Oh yeah.
That's love, man. That's love. Beautiful, man. I'm telling you, man, you guys got to, ladies and gentlemen, they have a great product. You got to go out there and really check them out. There's no doubt about it. So what do you guys have coming up here soon?
Well, we got 2 shows on the books right now. We're playing at the Milestone in Charlotte on the 10th of September.
Okay.
For our buddy Fireball. He's having an end of summer.
Yeah.
So it's got a hip hop artist, a punk band, and us. There's going to be some burlesque dancers, some live wrestling, and all sorts of shenanigans.
It's always a good time. We had a good time doing it all, so it's a good time, man. No doubt.
Play with Fireball.
Yeah, we play with Fireball, man. I just remember, man, maybe I just remember the wrestling.
Right.
Yeah, I remember the wrestling.
I remember when it used to be at Tremont.
Yeah.
That's where we did. Yeah, it was at Tremont.
I was a little kid running around with my RC car during Tremont watching the show from the other side of the wall. I only ever got to play on that stage one time. And it was just for one song. I was sad about that.
Yeah, Tremont was an amazing place, man. I got to get John on the show. We've talked about it also, but Tremont was amazing.
Dude, John is like the coolest guy.
Yes, he is, most definitely. So, gentlemen, please give my watchers and listeners the info where they can download. I like saying that. Download, stream, or purchase Hidden Agony.
You can stream it anywhere you stream your music. So Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, YouTube. Can you purchase our music? No.
You can purchase it, okay.
You can buy a t-shirt, though. We do have
buy a t-shirt. So where can they get the t-shirt from?
You come to a show and you see us, and then we'll sell you a t-shirt.
Old-fashioned way.
So,
now that's real, man. A lot of times the best way you sell stuff is at your show, man.
Right. Something I've learned is when I played in the Fill-Ins, there was this band we played with that is now known as Light Machines out of Atlanta. And they really didn't have anything streaming. Not much of a social media presence, not much of really anything online, but their live show was just so good. Yeah. Like, they're very talented. Every show they brought it to the table, and that's what helped them just keep leveling up, climbing that ladder, playing bigger and better shows. So that's kind of where I like that we're going. It's like, we can get online and like promote, web store, all this and the other, or right now just focus on the music and the live show and just be as good as we can possibly be, and then let the other stuff kind of flow in naturally. Maybe when we can pay someone else to do it for us.
No, it's awesome, man, because if you guys are out there really killing it on stage, in which you are, word of mouth. I just always remember my man telling me how, like, Volbeat, he was just like, yeah, man, when we first did this, Volbeat had like 5 people out there. And he said the next time it was 25. The next time it was 100. And it was just like, they just grew like that organically, man. And it can still be done. People still go to live shows and seeing what you guys are doing. And that energy is infectious. And you guys really have that with all the different elements coming together. So you guys have a great show out there. And I definitely want to get out there to rock out with you guys also. You know, throw some people around. I'm old now, though, man. I'm old, man. Your dad's back. I got my back. You know, it's just crazy, man. But, you know, I'm still working on some new music, too. But it's all love, man. You guys are really out here doing your thing and handling your business. And I'm thankful and grateful to know you dudes, man. You guys are super talented, and there's no doubt, and I've seen you grow. Mikey, you've been doing amazing things since the jump, man, ever since I first saw you, man. And Jack, man, you've grown so much, man. I'm talking about in all ways, man. And your drumming is really, you're on point, man. You're handling your business, man. You're handling your business. You're up there. And don't you ever think anything else. And I'm not saying that you are. You just keep that confidence. And you guys keep that confidence in what you're doing. What you're doing is great and continued success always, most definitely. I'm digging it. I'm vibing it, vibing with it. And it's beautiful. So we were just talking about social media, but still, give the people your social media so they can get in touch with you and follow you and love you and do what they do.
Yeah. Anywhere on social media, it's the same. So Facebook, Instagram is our main two, just Collective Insanity Band.
Yeah. Instagram is Collective Insanity Band.
Oh, man. Yeah. I got to work on that. Yeah. Collective Insanity Band on Instagram, Collective Insanity on Facebook. You're not going to find another Collective Insanity. We made sure that when we made the band name. You're not going to find another relevant Collective Insanity.
So I went on I don't remember, I think it was Facebook. We had got tagged in something, but I think there were these two, like it was an artist, like these two Indian dudes who had the name Collective Insanity.
Right.
Oh crap. I freaked out for a second thinking we stole someone's name.
It'll be fun. Yeah. Collective Insanity on Facebook, Collective Insanity Band on Instagram. We're going to try and get into TikTok because that seems to be where all the kids are going these days.
You definitely should get on the TikTok. I had Sergio Vega from the Deftones tell me, he and his wife, and I'll tell everybody this, he was like, hey, make sure because I was putting it all about the music first. He was like, no. Sell you first. Sell Lord Nelson. But TikTok is the way to go right now. And yes, you guys should go out there. You guys are young, man. Do not miss out on that stuff, man. You're young. Go out there and handle your business, man. Definitely. Handle your business. Get out there on TikTok and do that. I enjoy it, man. So, I was getting maybe 3, 5, 6. And now it's like I get 100 and something more, now. And it's love. It's love. So you guys definitely need to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, once again, it has been a pleasure. I appreciate it. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? You good, you love, or whatever? I mean, it's...
Nah, man, just how much we appreciate you.
Man, listen.
Congratulations on the podcast.
Hey, thank you. All right.
Getting on the CMS network.
Oh, man, having a ball, man. Having a ball, man. Yeah. And listen, you guys know we're family, man, and I mean that. So no worries, man. Y'all can call me, hit me up, whatever, man. It's all love, man. As I say, man, come on in, put your feet up. Enjoy yourself, man. This is what we got going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is the Lord. Let me hear it.
Nelson, that is.
Thank you. It works. And listen, Nelson, that
is. You look like an idiot, man.
It's on the Live and Loud with the Lord podcast on the CMS network. And ladies and gentlemen, it is the amazing band, Collective Insanity. Just got to clap you up again, man. Thank you guys for being here. And I appreciate it, man. And just make sure you tell all the other guys to say hello, man. And once again, anytime, I got you, man. It's all love, man.
Thank you.
All right. You guys be good, man.
Will do.
All right, man. Be good. Peace.